Hi friends, my name is Andrea. I'm an artist in residence through Levine Cancer Institute in Concord. I hope I'm finding you and your family safe and well.
Okay, now these mantra stones that I'm going to show you how to create, by no means is it a complicated idea on how to create it. I think the biggest key is how to be accepting and in the right mind frame for this, and hope that the process in turn helps put you into this mantra like mindset. So mantra in general is this phrase, word, sound that is repeated to put you in a meditative state of mind. And in so many cases, people look at them as the repetition of that is then also something that you embody and that you embrace. And so here's a few examples here. The goal then, you have your glass stones, is that you are just simply using, as far as your supplies, whatever scrap paper, be it magazines, be it ads, whatever it might be, that you can basically utilize a pattern, some colors, something that certainly just speaks to you, that is little, and you're almost bringing light to it. And so this is just the background mentality. So we have two parts. We have the background. So for instance, in the sequin, we have the background, and then we also have the word. So as far as seeking the word that you're looking for, you could go into this saying, this is my mantra, this is something that I embrace or that I want to embrace, and that this is why I want to choose this word and be something that I really aim towards as a person. So you could certainly pore over these magazines and look for that said specific word. I will say, do not get discouraged, because if it's an uncommon word in some type of magazine script, you might have a really hard time finding it. But you could also piece together different letters and spell out the word yourself, so that you are certainly taking ownership for that. So here's just a couple of pieces that I just tore out. I mean, look at just the texture and the colors of this. That alone speaks to me. And that alone could be so many different mantra stones of that. So I might just select a couple. However, the thing that could be a little tricky then is, what if, say, my lettering is all in purple, things of that sort. So keep in mind, sometimes it's easier to find your letter or your word, excuse me, than it is to, and then find your background, than it is to find your background and piece a word to that. So with that, I do see the word I'm looking for here. This is the word worth. Now I want to show you what's kind of neat about, so I'm just taking my scissors in here. What's kind of neat about using these glass letters too, or excuse me, glass rocks, is that they actually have a physical magnifying ability to that. So as you're searching through these words, you could simply put that down and pull over these words, and you'll see them almost like illuminate it and give some life to them, and not only help magnify it, but simply help you really tune into something that you're searching. And that's the whole idea of meditation, right? Is to truly be in tune and focused in so many ways. Or you could look at the other way and say it's completely open-mindedness at the same time too. So I have the word worth. Now I could say, there's so much symbolism just to that. I like to trim it up a little bit to fit the transition of the letters and within the word. So I have that. I like to keep it off to the side. And I would even say just do several, pull several words out of there, words that speak to you, because it might, like I said, fit in other ways. And then I'm going to work in on a particular area. Now these rocks, they are just, every one of them has their own kind of organic, natural shape to it. So I would suggest finding that specific rock that you're looking for, and then I'm just going to place that over. I'm going to find a legible marker of sorts, or pencil, whatever you have around the house that will make a mark that you can see. And then we cut. There's something just so gratifying about getting to do scissors and glue. When is the last time you've done this? And I say this because to encourage that this is for all ages. I mean, truly, I think our youngsters would get into that. Notice how I trimmed inside of that, because that bulkier marker will in turn let it have a little bit of overhang with that. So once I feel good about that, if I don't feel like that background speaks super well, it looked great with the other paper, you know, just pull from some others here and there. And then I will go ahead and glue this down. So here's a little bit brighter background than I chose earlier. And have my glue stick. I'm going to put my word on first. Little fingers. Might work better for this too. There's my word, worth. And then I dabbed all that glue around on the bigger circle, and then I might even just throw it around the back of this rock too, just to get a little bit extra seal and build up. And then I simply press, push, maybe even hold a little bit. And then I come to the back and put some pressure on there too. Curl around my edges just to seal that up a little bit more, especially if this is going to be something that you truly really want to utilize as a mantra, as a reminder. This is a great little thing to keep in your pocket, in a bag, something that's going to be that physical token of a state of mind or mentality that you want to embrace. What I think is really beautiful about this is some of these rocks that I've created were in the past, and I come back to them now, and no matter if it's through a pandemic, through a tough time, I notice that I still look at these words, and I can almost attest that there are still things that didn't change me that I was going through in life, but they're still mantras that I want to live by. They're still true to me, and they're still goals that no matter what's going on from day to day, I still want to live in the here and live in the now, and be with my thoughts and with my feelings for that day, and with the people I love, and that I'm looking for a quality of life no matter what that life brings on a daily basis. And so I cannot take credit for any of this. This is by no means my idea. It was I saw another lovely artist doing it with somebody, and I thought it just had such a powerful impact in such a little way, and I hope you find that to be the same thing, and that you enjoy the process of this, and this creation becomes your meditation, if you will, and the process alone is what really hits home this whole concept of a mantra, and that you really put it to use on a daily basis then. So happy creating, my friends, and you take care.